I first got into art, actually, it was kind of natural. I've been creating since I was a kid, and I just, stuck with it. It was one of those things where that was like my hobby, like my excitement, my sport, if you will. And I always was interested in it, you know what I mean? Like I started out drawing cartoon characters, Sonic and stuff like that as a like 5-year-old. And I think by the age of like 10, I started getting into painting. My mom started encouraging me to paint and use like oil pastels, like, just broaden my mediums. And like I said, it was just one of those things where I just continued to go, you know what I mean? Like the work continued to grow. I never lost interest in it, and I'm here today. When I'm painting, I usually use acrylic, and then I use like a mixed media of maybe like oil sticks from time to time, but acrylic like predominantly. Definitely, I think being an artist alters, not even alters, but it's an added like perspective. I feel like the average person might see things 2D, and like visual artists or somebody like artistically inclined will see things 3-dimensional or even higher. You know what I mean? And I mean, it's a good gift. I feel like it's definitely a gift. It's a lot of things can be taught. Some people could go from drawing stick figures to the best observational drawers in the world, but I feel like a lot of things are like innately like in you. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I feel like it's a gift that I love, and it's definitely something I appreciate. I definitely think a lot of the old masters. I like the old masters. I don't really look at a lot of new painters and stuff like that. I mean, I see all kinds of new art, but I really don't get inspired by a lot of the new art that's created today. A lot of it is like a lot of mockeries and stuff, and it just don't inspire me sometimes. But I say Michelangelo, Caravaggio. I like abstract painters such as like William de Kooning, Pollock from time to time. Pollock was like, but it's cool because he made his wave, and all kinds of people like Yves Klein, stuff like that. So a lot of the old fellas. I could definitely say that some influences, especially like maybe like a Rothko or William de Kooning, has like inspired like just certain strokes that I do, or like certain ways I express myself on the canvas and stuff like that. Like they would consider action painters, and I definitely picked that up directly from them, like being an action painter, just expressing and stuff. So that's why I got into like abstract expressionism, because I could just flow. I don't have to be so calculated, or like, I could just put the paint down and just take it to where I want. Take the energy from the the Harlem community and put that into my work, and just like subtle nuances and stuff like that that I've noticed about the community and the people, the characters and stuff. I soak that up, and I think I put that into the work and the characters that I paint. The soul of Harlem is definitely in my work, but you won't be able to say, oh yeah, I could tell Harlem is it's subtle. It's very subtle. I'm considered like a baby in the art world because I'm in my early 20s, but I think like some of my greatest works today have been like the Bape collaboration, designing the art for the Bape t-shirt. Bape's collaborations up until mine have always been like cartoon driven, or like that simple Illustrator font kind of, and I kind of just broke the mold. I came in and did my thing, stayed honest to my style, and Bape loved it, and I think that's success. You know what I mean? Like the t-shirt sold out, yeah, that's cool, but the successful part in that was the fact that both brands didn't have to compromise. A$AP Ferg is my brother, and we've always had an artistically driven friendship. A very creative friendship, and we started out like hustling and selling t-shirts, and then we took t-shirts to selling belts and then leather goods and all kinds of things. So we've always had that back and forth. Like our collaboration game was always A1. Well, my goals and aspirations like for my art in the next few years are I just want to grow as an artist consistently and like steadily. I want to continue to own my craft, and I see myself becoming like the biggest like young fine artist like of our generation. Definitely living. A lot of my like older parents, or not even like older relatives, they get misconceptions about it. They be like, oh, but you don't get successful till after you die. And it's like that misconception all the time that you get popping when you die. That's not the case. You know what I mean? But if I could definitely be like the young Picasso of our generation, that's what I'm shooting for.